What's going on, everybody? In this tutorial we are going to create our new project now, which will be creating a new window, not a simple window, and we'll add event listeners to them to be able to close our window. However, I like to organize things, therefore in this tutorial I'm just going to write a Makefile, so if you know about Makefiles, just skip to the next video. And from so on and so forth, I'll just use Makefiles for everything. Therefore, let's just try to write our Makefile first. So I'll just make a new directory here. Oops, a typo there. Something. So Makefile, Xwindow, and let me just see it there. So let's just write our file first. Just our defines. So xdef. This will be our includes. And let's just define our values, as you know. So pos x 500, pos y 500. So width, let's just say this 750 for now, and height, let's just say it's 500 for now, and pos x, pos y, width, height. And now we need border now. Let's call this just 25. And since we are not going to have any variables here, I'll just make our int main empty. So let's start to write our Makefile now. If you don't know about Makefiles, I won't explain everything bit by bit. Just go and watch some videos. It will just take 30 minutes or something. It's pretty simple. And I won't ever use CMake for these tutorials. Makefiles are much better, I think. Therefore, I think it's pretty much easy. So our program name will be Xwindow. So this will be our executable name, and our source files will be $proc.c. So in the second line, I'm just saying that my source file is just substitute this proc to here and put a extension to it, which is called .c. And our object files will be, let me just write it first, $. So in the third line, this is a weird syntax. So this just says that, actually this will be sources, I'm sorry, substitute all of the variables in this source files and change its extension from .c to .o. So these will be our compiled files. Now let's try to write it. So our compiler will be gcc, and now we need to write our includes. So our includes will be -i user include x11, I think, and our libraries will be -lx11. I think suckless represents both of these with a different flag, but I will just use the default ones, not the suckless ones for now. And if you don't know what flags you should use in your compiler, I think, yes, it's just set here. So cflags are empty for now. Let me just copy this. So if you write pkg-config --libs and x11, it will automatically show you the library flags for your C compiler. Normally, if you write these codes, so let me just show it to you actually. So for example, --libs, I think I put C4 or something like that. Not this one, but cflags, I think. Yeah. So if you write cflags, I don't think X11 include that in the package config. If you write cflags, it will automatically give you the include paths for the current library which you will use. So let's continue. Now actually we can just set our ld flags to $libs. So yes, I know this is not much useful for now, but I like to organize things. So if we have more than one lib, so I don't know, opencv4 or something like this, we need to append it to here if we are just going to do something like that. Therefore I'll just use the default ones. And now we can write our cflags. So our cflags will contribute some of the compiler flags. So -v all for all of the warnings, -v extra for extra warnings. So if there are some unused variable, or I don't know, any other warning, I want compiler to warn me so that I could change them. And I'll use -0 for no optimization, because if my code is not optimized, I won't optimize it myself. I don't want compiler to do it. However, if you are writing a big project, this compiler optimizations can be pretty good. So if you use -os for shorten, I think DWM use this too. It will really shrink your executable size, and includes for here. So our cflags are just this. Now we can start to write our labels. So our labels will be pretty simple. So all is the default one. So if you write make and type nothing, it will automatically check all make flag. So all will be $proc. So our target is all and our dependency is $proc. So let's continue. So what is our executable depends on? So it depends on object files, obviously. Then I'll just write something like this. This is our target. It depends on all of our objects. And now we can write our action. So I'll use the GCC compiler. And I will have an output name of $@. So this $@ means that substitute the target name to here. So this will be Xwindow for now. And after that we need to include our library. So ldflex here. And this is just it. So now we've linked our program. Now we need to compile our source objects. So to compile our source objects, so it will go like this, I think. So our object files depend on our .c files. So this % is like catch every file. So if any .o file is .c file is changed, we need to recompile it again. So our action will be to compile now. So $cc -c for compile and $sign to be able to compile the first element in this list because it will be the recently changed element. And after that we can just give our cflags to here. Cflags. Alright, cool. Actually this is just it. Now actually I think we can write a clean. So clean to be able to clean our object files and our executable. So -rm $obj and $proc. This dash means that if there is some error, just continue doing what you are doing. Just don't give me any errors. So .funny will have two labels, all and clean. So in 23 lines, we've just handled this, and this will be most of our Makefile for other projects. I'll just copy this file and make some changes in program name or in source and objects, or I don't know, maybe include some libraries when we introduce XFT, the free type font library. And I'll just save this file for now and quit it. Now, so actually I won't explain compile commands.json. So now we have a Makefile. If I hit make, as you can see, undefined reference to main. So why is this error happening? Let's just check it. So vim xwindow.c, oops, xwindow.c. Yes, actually we have a main. I think it will be gone in our next videos. Alright guys, so this is just it. So in the next tutorial we are going to create our window now. So see you in the next tutorial guys. Take care.